Delaware's Firefly Music Festival was first held in July 2012, on grounds near Dover International Speedway. It was the first music festival venture produced by Red Frog Events, a Chicago-based production company that had been hosting foot races like Great Urban Race and Warrior Dash in various U.S. cities since 2007. Red Frog Events was interested in creating an annual event similar to established music festivals like the Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival in Manchester, Tennessee and the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival in Indio, California. In an April 2012 interview for Delaware's The News Journal, Firefly Music Festival director Greg Bostrom said Dover was one of 60 locations originally considered for the event. Red Frog Events officials visited 9 locations, and chose Dover for a variety of mostly logistical reasons: its close proximity to large East Coast cities like New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore and Washington, D.C., and the area's track record of handling large crowds on race weekends, chief among them. Company officials were also swayed by the Speedway staff already in place, and the availability of nearby. Another important selling point was the natural setting that the area offered. A wooded area previously known as RV Lot 10 was renamed the Woodlands by Firefly officials. Its lush, picturesque wooded setting with a lot of grass and a lot of trees, Bostrom said in the News Journal interview. Initially an area of approximately 87 acres was utilized for the festival, but that has been expanded to nearly 300 acres for Firefly 2015. In 2012, its inaugural year, Firefly Music Festival was a 3-day event, held July 20th, 21st, and 22nd. 3-day passes cost $178. The Killers, the Black Keys, and Jack White headlined a total of 48 acts that included Death Cab for Cutie, John Legend, and the Flaming Lips. An up-and-coming band called Imagine Dragons was one of the lower-billed groups that performed on one of the festival's 4 stages. Approximately 30,000 fans. After the initial Firefly Music Festival was officially pronounced a success, the festival returned, in an expanded edition in 2013. Held June 21 to 23, the second Firefly Music Festival featured headliners the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and Foster the People among its 71 acts. Also appearing were notable artists like Vampire Weekend, Yeah Yeah Yeahs, the Avett Brothers, Calvin Harris, Public Enemy, Passion Pit, Ellie Goulding, and Alabama Shakes. Up-and-comers Haim made a strong impression on the crowd. Attendance more than doubled to over 65,000. The festival grounds were expanded and refined to include the Hub, an area that offered paid showers, food trucks. Shortly after the conclusion of Firefly 2013, Red Frog Events and Dover International Speedway announced a 10-year agreement granting Red Frog Events exclusive rights to the Woodlands as a music venue. Dates for the 2014 Firefly Music Festival were announced as June 20 to 22, 2014. The following week, a limited number of 3-day passes were offered at the pre-sale price of $109. That price turned out to be quite a bargain. In January 2014, it was announced that, starting that year, Firefly would expand from 3 to 4 days. The new dates for Firefly 2014 would be June 19 to 22. The festival would also feature additional stages, bringing the total to 7. A second entrance to the grounds was added as well. The addition of a 4th day, along with the expansion of our festival acreage and lineup, makes this the most exciting Firefly yet, Bostrom said in a press. The Foo Fighters, Outkast, and Jack Johnson headlined a roster of 124 artists, including Weezer, Beck, Tegan, and Sarah, Chance the Rapper, Arctic Monkeys, Sleigh Bells, The Lumineers, Young the Giant, Broken Bells, and Childish Gambino. Imagine Dragons also performed, earning the group the distinction of being the first band to play multiple Firefly festivals. British rocker Jake Bugg was considered one of the on stage with his band The Foo Fighters, lead singer Dave Grohl struck a chord with the locals in the audience by referencing a popular pizza spot in nearby Rehoboth Beach. "Let me tell you, it's good to be back," he said. "I spent a lot of time around these parts. I still do. Every time I smell a grotto pizza. Damn. What other pizza place will get you home after a drunk night in Rehoboth Beach?" In September 2014, Golden Voice, creators of the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival, announced a joint venture with Red Frog Events to promote and produce the Firefly Music Festival. The dates for Firefly 2015 were announced as June 18 to 21. In November 2014, it was announced that the 2015 Firefly Music Festival would be broadcasted on AXS TV along with 4 other major music festivals taking place in April, May, and June of 2015. AXS TV is committed to delivering the best in live music, and we're proud to continue that legacy with this groundbreaking lineup, said Mark Cuban, AXS TV founder in a press release. "Nothing compares to a live music event, and now our audience will get a front row seat to 5 incredible festivals, as we bring the ultimate concert experience to our viewer." For 2015, Firefly landed its biggest name performer to date. Paul McCartney was announced as a headliner along with Kings of Leon and returning 2012 headliner The Killers. The 2015 lineup also features Morrissey, Snoop Dogg, Foster the People, Bastille, Modest Mouse, Zedd, Hozier, Empire of the Sun, and Kid Cudi among its 119 performers. Early bird tickets started at $249. With the draw of McCartney, the involvement of Golden Voice, and the added exposure afforded by AXS TV, many predict that the 2015 edition of Firefly will be the first to sell out.